sample. I bought it right here, okay? You get a sample drop. How many of you have not seen a touch of product? Now probably more hands will come up. Okay, you have not, right? So put it in the back of your hand. The back, yeah, there we go. Okay, all right. I get a big squirt, okay? Now, what about this, ma'am? You have not, right? Wait. You have not? Give it back in your hand. All right, there you go. Enjoy. Anybody else? Okay. No, not more hands. Come on. Experience world's first neurocosmetics. You're gonna be happier now. All right. Okay, enjoy. Anybody else? Okay, good. So we're gonna get a few more people that are happier now. Okay. Now I hear laughters, right? A lot of people are happier now. Well, it's a pleasure for me to be here back in Malaysia. Today's my 10th day left home, since I left home. So I left America on the 25th of August. You know, we finished our convention. Then I entertained a few friends in Sedona and LA, and then took a day off, unpacked, packed, and then now I'm back on the road. So I was in Hong Kong for the last week, and I tell you, the excitement for this company and people is off the chart. In my 31-year career, I've never ever seen something like this. So I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to be here because I think that through this platform, we're gonna change more lives and touch more lives. And that is the reason why I continue my work. You know, so, you know, after spending 31 years in this space, in this industry, I've been very, very blessed. And so, you know, when you make the money, when you have a lot of toys and bling blings, like, okay, what do you do? What's the next chapter of your life? And so it's not the bling blings, all the handbags and all those shoes and all the stuff. I have no interest in putting them on anymore. So I choose to come as I am, and I hope it's all right with you guys. Yeah. And so what I'd like to do is I'd like to talk about today is a 3-star. Now, are you all 3 stars here? 3 stars? Yes. All right. All 3 stars?
Yes.
And above, I should say. Okay. Now there's a more louder yes, right? So what I'd like to do is before I begin my talk, maybe I should ask this: is there anything in particular that you would like me to talk about that you want to hear? Anybody? This is really for you guys. So anybody, is there anything in particular that you would like me to talk about, that you would want to hear? Anything in particular? This is for you guys, you know. Nothing? Okay. So I don't need the thingy. Maybe you can turn off the thing. So, is there anything in particular that you would like to hear? You want to tap into? Anything at all? Anybody? We have like 40 some more people here. So, or you just want to be like told what it is? Huh? Anything in particular? Yes, sir, back there. Okay. Christian.
Building a very solid team.
Building a very solid team. Excellent. Okay, that's one. And that's what we cover. Okay. And anything else? Anything else? Yes.
Is there any advice that you can give us since we do not have a company landed here in Kuala Lumpur? What can we do to make it more powerful for presentation?
Okay. All right. Okay. Being in an earlier stage, what is it we need to do? Okay. All right. Very good. Let's start with this for the sake of time. So let's address the first one first. Okay. Being pioneer in this space. So now I know in Malaysia, you guys are all pioneers. We're not officially on the ground yet. So let's look at it from an entrepreneurial standpoint. Okay. Let's go back to 18 months ago. More than 18 months ago, when we started this whole calling came, there's no name of the company. There's no product. There's no compensation plan, nothing. It was a vision that we all want to come together, want to do something. Now, obviously, 18 months ago, for those people who said yes to the opportunity, from a timing and positioning standpoint, those people, the first group of people that said yes, from a positioning standpoint, do you think they have a more premium position? Absolutely. So same thing with this opportunity. Even though we're not yet on the ground because we're e-commerce, we're global, you all have the opportunity to be ahead of the trend. So as pioneers, there's pro and con, just like life. It's always light and dark, right? Happiness and sadness. So there's always that balance. So you have to find that edge within you. The way I look at it as a pioneer. I mean, let's go like in America. We have the Indians, right? The Native Americans. Because they were pioneering, they had homesteads to the land because they were the first group of people. While in a different way, it's like you are the first in the marketplace, so you have the opportunity, should you wish to gain market share before we become on the ground. So there is a pro, but there's a con. The con is, when are you guys going to be on the ground? Well, we have a gentleman back there. You can ask him later on, okay? And I think that's forthcoming. That really is. And so I could share with you. I don't know how many of you saw the video. You were not in Salt Lake City. You were not, right? Were you? Okay. So when I did a video, it's called Spark 2. How many of you saw the Spark 1, the first video? You saw that, right? Spark 2 was really meaningful, and that goes back to kind of answer your question. And that was when this whole thing came about. It was when my son was helping me film the first calling. I was in my backyard in Sedona. And there was a fire pit. I was putting the chairs together. So there's nobody around. This is me putting the chairs. Now Spark 2 came. We happened to be a group of us in Taiwan. So, and really from all walks of life and for all different parts of the region, of the country, of the world, they were all coming together. So it was quite a drastic comparison. That we started with nothing, which was a vision. And then 17 months later, it became a reality. Same thing. When we started this, we wanted to be in 15 countries. Well, where were we? We were in the United States. Then there's Hong Kong. Then there was Indonesia. I believe next is Malaysia and Taiwan. So that's forthcoming. But it does take people with a vision to see it, and the people with a vision to have the tenacity to work it. Can you imagine if I had the vision and I'm just saying, I'm going to sit at home. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen unless there's a group of us that go out there willing to go out there and do the work. So same thing going back to you. It's like, how do we make it more powerful? How do we make anything more powerful? That will lead us to the second question. And also building a solid team, as what Christian had asked. I'm gonna go into my talk here today. Okay? So how do you make something more powerful? A lot of times humanity had tried to make something powerful from the outside force. From the outside, we're trying to do it more powerful. Yes, I'm going to be successful. Yes, it's all that power, all that force from the outside. But the true power is from the inside. Allow me to share with you. So I saw a picture in a book a couple of days ago, and that really resonated with me, and here's what I'm going to share, okay? So I'm going to attempt my artistry, my artist talents. I'm going to draw something, and I wanted you to tell me what this is. What is that? A face, okay. Any take on it?
Egg.
Egg, who's that egg? Yeah, great job, okay? It's an egg, okay? So the egg, if you put force, if the force coming from the outside to strike the egg, that outside force is where life ends. But if the force is coming from within, it breaks the shell. That means life begins. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it how it is in us? When we want something from the outside, but that true force is coming from within. And with that, I like to talk about the next thing is this. People ask now, same platform, why is it? And I'm going to demystify this so that it will make more sense to all of you. Is that why is the same platform, there are people that make no money from the platform. And yet the same platform that people make, tens of millions of dollars from it. What's the difference? Same company, same compensation plan, same product, right? Same everything. Why is it different? Now, obviously, there's some variables. Timing, you gotten involved early, but there's something else. Because in 31 years in this industry, I have witnessed people say, oh, it's only for the people that came in the beginning. Not true. I have seen people that came in later and yet made more money than people came in the very beginning. Because people came in the very beginning did nothing. Either it's too hard, too challenging, you guys are not on the ground, whatever that might be. Or in midway, because of distractions, people quit. It's all part of life. So what sets it apart? And so I'm going to help demystify that. It took me really 31 years to come to this point to share that with you. Because what I'm going to share with you today is not the outside thing. The skill sets, how to talk to people, that's outside, that's skill sets. But I'm going to give you something beyond that, because this is leadership. The future of this company starts here. And what you will do to really make a positive impact to humanity. That's why at age 59, I decided to come out and work again, okay? I've been very blessed with this platform, the things, experience, and the wisdom I've gained over the years. I wanted really to have that pass on to the next generation to truly go out there and make an impact. So with that said, let's think about how come some people make it, some people don't? What do you think creates success? Is it hard work? Part of it, right? What other things you think create success and abundance? What do you think? I really want you to think about. There's no right or wrong answer. 成功 and 富有. What are some of the things that create that? Belief. Work hard. Knowledge, right? Perseverance. But let's think about this. Like if it's knowledge or vision, do you know of people that are very knowledgeable and yet they just don't make money? Right? A lot of professors in university, they just teach. But are they really amassing the wealth? Might not be. My college, my professor of economic, you would think an economic teacher, professor will have a lot of money, but not necessarily, right? Hard work. My parents worked super hard in their whole life. Do they have a lot of money? No. So knowledge, hard work, perseverance. I mean, it's perseverance. It's dependent on how you look at things. The way I look at my mom and dad, my mom, working in restaurants, her whole life, 40 years in America, never took a day off. You think that's perseverance? In her own way, that's perseverance. Is that a lot of money? No. So what truly helps someone to really make money? It's first thing you gotta have is it's gotta be in your belief system. What kind of belief system you're running? Okay? Now, what is belief system? I want you to think about this. Growing up, however you are, however you come to this point in your life, is a set of different conditionings and programs. Think about this. When we're a baby, when we're younger, we were raised at home. Who do we have teaching us? Our parents, nai, ye, popo, right? Our grandparents or great-grandparents if they were alive when you were young. So they were feeding us their sets of knowledge, right? Do this, don't do this, go to college, da. So that's a set of programming. Like my parents would tell me when I was 14 years old in America, they go, don't even think about it. Our family, none of us have money. You need to be just plant your feet firmly in the ground. Don't think about La La Land, big money. Don't even think about that. How many of you had your parent told you that? So those are set of programming and conditioning that conditions who we are or who we think we are, right? That's one set. Then you go to college, you go to school, elementary, middle school, then high school, and then college, another set of programming. Then you graduated, you come out to society and you work. You have peer pressure. You have people that you work with. These are all sets of programming that forms our belief system about life, about money. Now, how many of you have a computer, a laptop at home? A computer or a laptop? Show of hands. It should be everybody, right? Now, most of the people are operating a laptop in the old days. If you have a Windows laptop, what does it run on? Windows, right? Now, Windows as the software has already evolved to Windows, Windows 12 now, 12.0, whatever. But a lot of people are still operating on Windows 1.0. Or if you have a Mac, Windows don't work. So perfect case in point. Doesn't matter if you have a Mac, you have a computer, if you want to use, let's say PowerPoint, PPT, or you want to use Word, or you want to use Excel, if that software is not in that computer, Will it work? No, it won't. Because the software, Excel, PowerPoint, or Word, that suite, the Microsoft suite, you have to buy that to download it into your computer. The reason why I point all this out to you is this. Wealth, money, success. You got to be willing and able to download and install the software, the money software, the abundance software, the success mentality. You gotta have that. Because once you have it, you're able to operate. A lot of people don't have it because they haven't, because all the conditioning, all the programming is locked them in here. So what we have to do is that any belief system, any conditioning that no longer serve you, you gotta remove it, remove it, remove it, remove it, remove it. Don't let it bound you. If you could get anything else at all, you get this. Because it's your persona. When you go out and share this with other people, most people go, well, I think I have a business to share with you. You know, I have this really powerful serum. You know, I have this thing. In your mind is this thing. In my mind is $1 billion project. It's how you carry yourself. When Christopher was down there waiting for me to come up here, I asked him, how are you doing this? Or what are you doing? It's full time. I said, where's your business? Now where it should be. Why? Because it's all in his belief system. Until he downloads that software of abundance, he will talk differently, he will approach people differently. If you're thinking that you can go full time and build this business by talking to a stranger, it'd be a long haul. It's a long run. This is all relationship. And how you carry yourself, how you communicate with other people is that belief system of what you have, what you think this is. So your belief system will dictate whether or not you're going to amass this. To some people, I have seen housekeeper made over $50 million. Housekeeper, don't even speak English. Because she sees this as her way out. She sees this as a global business. She was willing to learn, willing to grow, willing to do it. And that is that carriage in her tone of voice. When you go talk to people, it's in you. So that's one. Your belief system. You're going to really go and examine that. What do you think? If you don't have, let's just currently right now, your circumstance, you don't have a whole lot of money, that does not dictate you. 31 years ago, I got laid off. I was downsized. I had no job, no money, and I had a lot of debts. So if given the traditional lens, how does this person who's broke can go out and talk to people? Because I found I have this sauce. If you don't have it, let this community to help you download that. What I saw was my way out. I knew that I had to change. The paradigm that I was taught, going to university, graduated, work for big corporation, didn't take me where I need to be in life. So I need to pivot. So I look at this as my platform to amass abundance. So when you have that, you're no longer fearful of sharing with other people. A lot of times we're fearful because we're operating in a different operating system. That system of however you are, where you are in your life. So that's number one, belief system. Now, second thing is, you have the belief system. The second thing you need to have is the awareness. Okay? Awareness. That you must be aware of opportunity. Let's say before 3. Somebody has this in them. They have the software. So you know what? I'm meant to be rich. You know, this is something that was like when I was 14 years old, went to America. I just knew. I don't know how, but I knew I was gonna be a US dollar millionaire. I just knew. So I have that download of the abundance download. My family were not rich. For the first month in America, a family household of 6 people, we were eating frozen beef and rice and with oyster sauce for one entire month. Mom and dad had no money. My mom and dad borrowed money to buy airfare for a family of 6 to leave from Hong Kong to America because my mother wanted her kids to have an opportunity to go to school. Because if I stay in Hong Kong, we'll be factory girls. So mom refused that. So I have that awareness. I have that belief system, that software of becoming a millionaire. Whatever that might be. It doesn't have to be a millionaire. Whatever that your heart content. Okay? Now, next thing is when you have that, then you're also gonna be awareness. Let's say you didn't know about 3. When somebody knocks on your door to say, you know what, there's an opportunity, you gotta be awakened enough to be aware that there's money to be made. Even after you join 3, you gotta have the awareness that there is money here. There are people that are making money here. So because why? Why you need to have that awareness? Because the amount of money that you can make is within your awareness. So money, if money is outside of your awareness, you can make it. So how important is it for you to be aware of money? Say, yeah, money is here. Money is here. You got to wake up and say, you got to be aware there's money to be made here. Is it clear so far? This is all the inside job working, you guys. You know, this is things that university, school will never teach you. This is school of hard knocks that has it in this community. Am I coming across? Are you guys getting this? Yeah. So I hope that this is something that really, you can travel to the end of at this moment in different platform. You won't find something like that. And you're looking at someone that have, done pretty decently in this space. From flat broke to have amassed more than $100 million in network marketing. So now, the awareness. You gotta be aware because the amount of money that you can make is within your awareness. If it's outside, you can't do it. So the third thing you have to have is a platform. Is a platform. A vehicle. Okay, a vehicle. Let's say that you have the belief system. Okay, you say, you know what, I got it. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be successful. Then you are aware that in 3, there's ways that you can make money. You can create wealth. The vehicle, in this case, is 3. For some of you, if you choose other, maybe another vehicle that works for you. For us, it happens to be 3. It's like the way I look at 3 is this. Let's just say that we are all. Our intention is to go to Disneyland. Disneyland represents financial freedom. Once you get into Disneyland, you do whatever ride that speaks to you. Some of you want to go to Thunder Mountain. Some of you want to go bumble car ride. Whatever that suits you. So 3 is a platform, a vehicle in which you can achieve your dreams. So now, with that said, so why is it in this space, besides these 3 core ingredients, why is it that someone makes money and some don't? Okay, or someone joined, they got started, they got excited, but then a year or 2 or maybe 6 months later they fizzle out. Why is that? Because I'm gonna walk you through a journey that you could see for yourself and others. Okay, maybe when someone shared 3 with you, there's something got sparked. Oh, maybe my dreams, there's a chance for me to build my dream. And then in that process, talking to people, when you're talking to majority of the people in society, they are what's known as people that have been conditioned. That's all they know their whole life. One is they work a job or they work a conventional business. Or the other thing is people that they may not have their own experience, but because some other people say, well, the network marketing and da-da-da-da is not the thing. You say, well, what do you know about it? Well, I don't. My auntie told me that. So, and they took it as absolute truth. And to reject that, why is that? Because it doesn't fall into their program. It doesn't fall into the norm of awareness. So they will shut it down. So if you don't know what you want and you don't have a target, then most people will quit because they lost sight. What they wanted was so big. Most people come in and go, oh my gosh, I can see a way. I'm going to be a millionaire, or I see a way. It is so big, but they don't have little measurement sticks for them to keep going. A roadmap getting to where they want. And so that's what will bring us here today, okay? So we have actually brought some form here. That 2 things that we need to have in place to get people when people enroll in the business. Number 1, they gotta have mini targets, okay? Now obviously when people coming in, this is my artistry, okay? That is a target, okay? Okay, now, okay, all right, so that's a target here. So, how many of you know what you wanna make? Let's say how many of you know we have a promotion right now from the convention? Okay, all right. So, how many of you know what you want? How much money you want to make by September 15th? Show of hands. Okay, a few of you. Okay, all right. Now, so we can do some exercise for you. Okay, so that you can see the reason why we need to have a mini target, a mini goal. The big goal is your why, but these are the mini goal. And the next thing we need to have is we need to show them a roadmap. It's like a ladder, okay? Because a ladder is only as good as you have a wall to lean against. True or not true? If I have a ladder here, if I try to climb a ladder, I'll fall. Yes or no? So if I have a wall, which if I want to change a light bulb, I'm going to lean my ladder over here so I can climb up and change the light bulb. So what is that wall that I'm leaning against? That will be my target, my goal. So the ladder is nothing more but the roadmap to help you achieve here. A lot of people say, well, I want to make X dollar amount, but they have no idea how to get there. So what I'm going to do today is a 3-star training, okay? So we're going to show a roadmap, but I need your participation and say, I'm going to show you, because when I show you, you're going to get your aha moment. Now, understand something, that when I show you, there are people that, everybody's different, right? So some people, maybe they have bank points, they have power points, they have bank points. Some people might have a team already going. Some people might be just got 3-star, they're brand new. So a different situation have different roadmaps to get there. So with that said, let's work out our roadmap, okay? So who do we have that are kind of like a new 3-star, right? Show a hand. You're a new 3-star. Okay, a couple of people. Okay, now, so that's question number 1. Question number 2, who knows what you want to be by September 15th? Okay, yes, okay. Okay, you know, okay, very good. So now, is it okay if I write on this whiteboard? Is it okay to write it on? Or you want me to write on here? I can do on here, okay, it's fine. All right, so what's your name, ma'am? Huh? Catherine, okay, so Catherine. Is it K or C? C. C, okay, all right, I got it right. Okay, Catherine, okay? All right, Catherine. Catherine, first of all, what are your rank? What is your rank? Your rank?
3-star, new 3-star.
You made it to 3-star, okay, all right. Now, Catherine, what is if you don't want to talk, you say I want to keep it private, but last 4 weeks, how many cycle were you? Last 4 weeks combined, last 4 weeks, because we go by 4-week cycle.
I can't remember. I just do it.
Okay, very good, okay. What is your goal by September 15th?
500 USD.
500 USD, okay?
Extra bonus.
Okay, 500 US dollar.
Yep.
Okay, in 2 weeks, okay? So today is September what? 3rd?
Third.
Yeah.
3rd, okay, very good. Now, Catherine, I want to ask you, this is Catherine. Do you have any power points or any bank points on either side? It's okay, yes or no. Do you know or no, you don't know?
I'm not really understand.
Okay, you don't really understand?
The left and the right, but
Okay.
I
That's
sell
fine.
products and enroll people.
Okay, very good. Now, this brings up a very good point. This 3-star training. We are all independent business owners. Today, if you have a cafe, okay, let's say you sell in a coffee shop here, let's say. Do you need to know how much money is coming in, how much money is going out? You will want to. It's not, if you have staff working for you, it's collecting cash, you'll lose sight of that, right? So understand this is your business. So you need to be mindful, all the tools are in your back office. So have you looked at your back office, what's in there?
This week I didn't check.
Okay, but last week, did you check? Who is your sponsor, by the way? Okay, and have you shown her the back office? You have? Okay,
Yes.
that's fine. I suggest you really learn to look at that because it's your business.
Mhm.
If you don't know, and I know that we face all kinds of people coming into business, but I suggest you really be mindful of your business. How much points, how many things. So let me ask you, so she's your sponsor. Is she on your left side or right side? She's on your right side. Okay, now, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, so Catherine, Your right side is what's known as your common leg. That's what you have common with your sponsor. So when your sponsor, whenever she puts people, they're gonna put on your right side. So this is known as your private leg, okay? This is known as your common leg, because your sponsor said you're on her right side. So that's the common leg, that's a private leg. Okay, now, question. Do you have anybody working in your business right now?
They just buy a founder pack, and I'm very hard to push them to doing this business.
Okay, but they bought a founder pack.
Mm.
Okay, so let me ask this question. Do you have any points on your right side? Any bank point on your right side?
Yep.
How many points is that?
27,000.
Okay, you have 37,000 points.
27.
27,000 points, okay? 27. I can't hear because of mask, but it's okay. So 27,000 points, okay? Now, so here, do you have anybody working?
Not really.
Not really, okay, that's fine now. Now I ended like a doctor. When you're working with a team, when your doctor comes to your office, what does a nurse do? My husband's a doctor, so I know. Check the vital signs, right? Measure the temperature, blood pressure. So when you're working with somebody, you're coaching somebody, you gotta take the vital sign. Whatever I've done, these are the vital signs. So she had nobody really working, then she wants to make this money, so what do we have to do as a coach? How would Catherine make her money? The $500 is by what? By PIP, by enrolling people, okay? So, I'm gonna show you, number one, how to make this 500, and number two is the approach. If you think, because you had made a comment a little earlier, you cannot get people to work. Because you have to understand what it is yourself first. Because if you think, I'm here to get somebody to buy founder pack or get someone in the business, nobody will do that because they don't like to be sold. So it's our perception, our awareness of what this is. Nobody give it to you. Think about this. We all have the same, we're all part of this platform called 3. But why is it someone can sponsor people, can talk to people, somebody cannot? It has to do with that belief, or your perception of what this is. We'll go, that's the second thing. But let's come here. Let's show Catherine how to make 500, okay? Now, in a founder pack, don't think about whether you can or cannot sponsor someone in a founder. In a founder pack, what's a PIP of founder pack? 350. So you want to make 500, okay, divided by 350, that means you have, when you sponsor 2 people, you're going to make $700. Okay? So, Catherine, we can help you by September 15th to make this, and a little bit bonus by sponsoring 2 people. Now you have about, today's the 3rd, right? You have about 12 days to sponsor 2 people. To sponsor 2 people, if you do it correctly, if you're willing to talk to 20 people, with a 10% closing ratio, you sponsor 2. But the 20 people, are you willing in 12 days to talk to 20 people? That goes back to how bad you want this. If you really want to make this money, how bad do you want to make this? You say, you know what? I'm just gonna go commit to myself like I did many years ago. You know, when I leave my house, I have 10 green bean looked out in my one side of my pocket. I won't go home until I empty all this to this side. So once I talk to somebody, I make a connection, I talk to somebody, I take a bean and I put it here. If I still have bean here, I don't go home. So it depends how bad you want this. That's number one, that desire from within. Number 2 is a method in which you communicate with people. Well, I have a business. Oh my gosh, I have a serum I can sell you. You gotta go get a founder. No, they don't know what a founder is. So you have to think about, why are you doing this? What do you see this as? So when you see that, then you are able to tell them, you know what, I found something that could change my life. I would love for you to take a look. And then you bring them with your sponsor. Who's your upline leader? Stephanie, okay? Then you bring it with your upline leader, Stephanie, to show. Don't try to explain this business. Because if you do, they look at you, maybe your friend will judge you about, what do you know about business? What do you know about e-commerce? What do you know about beauty business? They may judge you. So you just need to say, I found a way for you to, whatever that might be, and I would love to share with you. But you gotta know what the other party wants too. So when you identify what is it looking for, maybe more time with the kids, more money, maybe their job is not secure, they're looking for a backup plan. Your job is to have 20 people, put them in front of her and Stephanie.
Okay.
That's all you do. 20 people, you sponsor 2.
Okay, got it.
You got it? So that's how you do this. This one is happened to be, because she doesn't have a team working. That's what you would do. Okay? Now, for those of you, we actually have both versions. We have one in Chinese and one in English, like this. Exactly like this. We have it right here. So when she sits down with you, you map it out. Okay? So I want to talk to the next person. The next person that already have a group going, that you know what you want by September 15, raise your hand. Anybody have, okay, this lady, okay? All right, okay, so let's go with okay, what's your name again? Huh? Comedy. Comedy? Okay. With a C? K-O. Comedy, okay? Did I say it right or not? Comedy? T-H-I, okay, all right, sorry. Okay, now, so what, your 3-star, what's your goal by September 15? 3-star pro, okay, 3-star pro, okay? A pro is how many cycles, guys? 50, okay? So I would say, comedy, how many cycles were you the last 4 weeks? 18. So the last 4 weeks, you're averaging about 18, right? So now, how many are you short over here? 32, right? So now, you're short 32. Okay, now, let me ask you. Do you have one big side, one bank point? How many points is that? So you have 50,000 on the left. Now, comedy, I want you to get your calculator out. And you could do that too, because when I'm working on comedy, you can do that you will get the same concept and apply to your team. This is not the time to show her right now. Let us do this. Okay, so let's do, this is the big side, right? On the left side is your big side. So 50,000 points divided by 600 points, right? Divided by 600, right? How many cycles is that? 83. So you have 83 cycles, of which you only 150 at the moment. So you got enough right here. So now, let's look at, so you are now 32 cycles short. Over here, every time you cycle, how many points do you need? 300. So how many points do you need? You need 9600 CV, right? Okay, 9600 CV. So now, let's look at the promotion right now, okay? If you yourself, comedy, have to do 9600 CV, it's a little bit of a challenge, but it can be done. But let's kind of like scientifically, numbers don't lie. So I'm gonna work out all the numbers. It's concise. Numbers are concise. People are not. Okay. So now let's do. What is it? How many CV is a founder? Okay. So I need your calculator. 9600 divided by 740. How many is that? 13. So you need 13 founders and or we have the power pack now, right? The 2000 power pack, how many points is that? 1000. So 9600 divided by 1000, that's how many? 9.5. Let's say 10. Okay? So 10 power up packs. Okay? So these are the power up packs. So you either need 13 founders and or combination thereof 10 power up packs. Now, with that said, comedy, how many people do you have working here? If you don't feel comfortable naming their names, you don't have to, but how many people you have working on this side? How many? Okay, you have one big leader. One big leader, okay. We call him Mr. Big, okay? Okay, Mr. Big has a big team, right? Okay, now, anybody else besides Mr. Big? No, okay, all right. With Mr. Big, based on this is your projection now. It's not Mr. Big's idea, but it's your projection. On Mr. Big's whole team, how many founders you think that will come in between now and September 15th? The whole team? 2, okay? Mr. Big, of his whole team, how many power up pack you think will happen? More than 10, okay? So more than 10, would it be 10, 11, 12? What is that? 11, okay, very good. So now, 11, right? Okay. Okay, so then you think 11 is mixed? Okay, so would you say average about 600 CV? Good? Okay, all right. Watch this. This is the science. The ladder, this is the science, the ladder of helping people to coming up here. Okay, now, let's do this. Okay, Mr. Big has two founder. 2 times 740 is what? 1480, right? Okay, 11, because it's not all 1,000. Average is 600. So 11 times 600 is 66, right? So 66, that is, you are 1,600 CD short. So do you think you'll get 2 more power packs yourself outside of Mr. Big? You also got to carry some load. Then you're a 3-star pro. Are you with me so far? So you go, okay, now, but here's the trick. This is only step 1. Why? Because this is your idea, your projection of what Mr. Big can do, or what Mr. Big wants. The step 2 is very important, bless you. You know, when I say your projection, let me explain to you what it means. How many of you marry somebody and after like a year or 2 of marriage, you go, oh my God, what a slob. Right? Like, we all have, when you marry somebody, you have this projection of what that person is. It's okay, it's part of life, you know? After you get together with them and Nicole's laughing, you're like, oh no. So we all have projections, okay? Now, here's the thing. So how do you go achieve that? But that's only your projection. How do we make this happen? So besides that, you need to also come up with 1,600 CVs somewhere else. Either 2 founder elsewhere or 1.5 big packs. You're done. Or increase, instead of 600, increase the big packs. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
Now, step 2 is very important. This is your roadmap. Okay, I had a massage this morning and my knee's a little locked up. I need to be wide, but anyway. So this is you, comedy. So the next step you need to make one for is Mr. Big. So now let's work with Mr. Big. Okay, so Mr. Big, you assign 2 and 11, or you think your projection is that. When you work, I'm going to do a same paper here. When you work with Mr. Big here, do you know Mr. Big's goal? You do. So you're going to say, Mr. Big, what is your goal? Then you're going to show him the roadmap how to get here. I've done this the last couple of months. I can tell you this. 99.9% of the time, when you work this is step 1, you. When I work with step 2, 99.9% of the time is always bigger than what you projected. Sometimes with that, they go, oh, they won't do much. They won't do much because they don't know it can be done. It is your job to show them the target, what their target is, and you show them the roadmap. I bet you, comedy, when you work with them, it's going to surpass your 9,600 CV. But that's just this round. Once this round's over, do you know how you carry the momentum? Same thing. That's why we have it right here. Now, for you, 3-star pro is 50 cycle. We have people going for 4-star, elite, 5-star, and so on and so forth. But that's just this step, this round. Imagine, the reason why we always say we build from event to event to event is this. So did I answer your question here?
The cycle drops. It's a fall.
Yeah, okay. The cycle, like this. Anytime we have the event with the promotion, there's always a spike, right? So what falls off is the lower cycle. But that's fine. We are basing on your average last 4 weeks was 18. So you're short 32, right? So, do you guys understand the 4-week thingy or not? You understand the 4-week thing? Okay, so what's gonna drop, especially in this round, what's gonna drop is the lower weeks. So you actually have a higher average. You will have a higher average because now the lower week drop, last week was high, the next 2 weeks much easier to hit. So you'll be much easier to hit because if you carry the momentum, it's gonna a lot easier to hit, okay? All right, now, I wanna talk about building from event to event to event real quickly, okay? Let's say this is your baseline, okay? Before the event, okay? Now we have the events, right? So the Salt Lake City events. With the events, we have promotions, right? So your team are gonna chase promotions. They buy promotions, and then your rank, your new rank will be right here, okay? Your new rank will be right here. Now, it is very normal that sometimes when the promotion finishes, people will chase for the promotion. When the promotion finishes, they might drop a little bit. They may drop down here when the promotion is over. Well, guess what? When we have the next event, the next promotion, you'll build it back up here, right? And then after the promotional event, you will drop over here. Then the next one, you will build it up from here again. Boom, 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 boom. And then so on and so forth. By the time, even if it's settled, like it's like building a house. When you build something, there's something called settlements, right? Or soil settlements. So no matter what, when you build, no matter what it drop, you're a lot higher than your baseline. So you gotta build from event to events to events to events to events. That's how you carry your momentum. And then once you build up your base, this is only the beginning. Because once you build up your base, let's just say that when we become a $500 million, $1 billion company, you have a whole bunch of loyal users that are on this product. You know, the last 17 months, we were so excited with the 6 product. Now with this product, can you imagine this product's gonna revolutionize the skincare industry, the whole beauty industry. This is only one. What if in the future we have toner? What if we have cleanser? Instead of buying for someone else, you have a cleaner, you have a toner. Well, what if you have moisturizer? Or what if you have sunscreen? Or what if you have shampoo? The things that not only like, not just a regular shampoo. What if you have something that is truly a breakthrough in science? I would love for the company to come up with toothpaste. All healthy, organic, happy for my gum, and happy for my brain, and happy for my body. I would love that. Can you imagine when all this happened, what's gonna happen to your business? All this is going about building your distribution channel, okay? Is it clear so far, community? So the thing is important for you guys as leaders to help your team to carry this through. If you don't have this form, make sure you get a digital one from your leader. And when you sit down with them, by actually going over this chart with them, one, make them realize, oh, what is my goal? What is my mini goal? So, because, oh my God, I got a platform, I'm gonna be financially free, I'm a millionaire. It's way out there. So I try to reach out for the moon. But before you reach out to the moon, let's get some base going. So by you working with them, setting the intention, achieving small goals. With that, by working this program, you know what you do? You actually can help someone understand the compensation plan. A lot of people working this, I've got people saying to me, Mrs. Kim, the last 2 days doing this, I learned more than I did in 17 months. Because when you sit down and calculate with them, they go, okay, it makes sense. All right, now, next, let's get another person, one more round. Anybody want to know how much more money they want to make by September 15? Anybody? Or have a target? Anybody? Now they're afraid to raise their hand now. Oh, volunteering, okay? So it doesn't matter. If you do, great. And so let's just give an example. How many of you would like to say, you know, how many of you already have a team, show of hands? Already have a team working? If those of you that have a team working, and then you got bank power up point, how many of you have team working and bank point? Raise your hand. Okay. So how many of you would like to make 5,000 plus? Okay. So that's how you're gonna do it. Let's say that for those people, this is the third category. First category is people that want to make $500, okay, or $1,000, okay. By the way, if you aim for 500, might as well aim for 3,500. Seriously, let's just say if you aim for 5,000 and you failed 50%, you're still 2,500. You're still 2,000 more than what you aimed for. You know, Les Brown always says, not people that didn't have an aim. It's they aim too low and they hit it. Don't aim too low, okay? All right, so second one is if they have a little goal going, not too big, but a little goal going, and they want to achieve a rank. The third part will be someone has a team working, but they want to aim $5,000, okay? So let's just give an example, because the reason I don't want to call out any particular individual, because then they're going to expose the whole organization, and there's privacy in there involved. So we're not going to do that. So I'm going to do a hypothetical situation, okay? What's your name? Alina. Alina, right? Okay. So let's just say that Alina has she wants to make 5,000, okay? Do you have bank point and power up point more than, let's say, 80,000? Yeah, okay. 100,000 plus? 80,000, okay. So let's say Elena, which side, left or right? Okay, she has about 90,000, okay? And on her left side. And you got people working on your right side, right?
Yes, but they work
On and off.
on.
On and off, okay, on and off, okay. So, inconsistent. Are you consistent? Very consistent. It's important, okay? Very consistent. So, all right. So now, so she wants to make 5,000. How many people you have? You don't have to give names. How many people do you think you have working here that you think they will work if they were shown the way? 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, so there's different ways to work it because she has a team. If she has nobody working, I will pivot. I will not do cycle. I will do a different way. And I'm going to do both ways for you today so you can see it, okay? Now, so, 4 people. Now, so we're going to calculate founder and power up, okay? So, 5,000, do you care to disclose last 4 weeks? What's the average 4-week cycle you have? How about 8 last 4 weeks? Okay. So you have to do all brand new. Okay, now, so let's just say that 5,000, did I give you a number or you want the numbers? 5,000 you want?
Yeah.
Okay, 5,000. Okay, so 5,000, I want you to get a calculator out. Divided by 40, are you happy 10 or no?
Yes.
Okay, divided by $45 per cycle. Divided by 45.
111.
So you need 111 cycles. Okay, 111 is a master number. Okay, now, so 111 cycles. Let's calculate how many CV do you need. So you have enough CV to carry you. So that times 300 per cycle. That's how many points?
33,300.
333. All right. Okay. All right. So now. That divided by 740. 45 founders and or power up pack is 33. 34. They're off, okay? So now, if you yourself, Elena, have to get 45 founders, a whole lot. And you have to get so who do you have on your team to help you carry that? That's method 1 to achieve this. So let's say that you said you have 4 players, right? So number 1 player, how many founders you think they can get by September 15? 2, okay? And how many power up you think that team can do?
2.
2, okay? And then number 2, player number 2.
1. 1.
Okay, let's add it up. 2, 3, 4. That's what you think, right? So I'm glad you realize it because you have to say, Mr. 1, what would you like to achieve? I'm going to show you a roadmap how to get there. They might surprise you, okay? So now, that's 5 founders, 6, okay? So if it's 1,000, you have 6,000 CV, and 5 times 740 is how much? 5 times,
7.
huh?
3,007.
3,700, right? Okay, all right. So now you have 9,700 CV, of which you need 33. So what is the difference? So easy to count this because we're going for dollar, huh? We're counting for dollar. So what's 9,700 divided by 300 300?
32.
So you have 32 cycle times $45. How much is that?
1,1455.
1,455. And you need to make 5,000, right? So what are you short? You are short by 35.55, right?
545.
Huh?
3545.
3545.
What about 3?
545.
Okay. You can tell math wasn't my expertise. Okay, all right. So you are short, you need to make 3,500. Okay? So how are you gonna do that? So assuming you got nobody else, and assuming that's a number that you project they would do, but you need to go follow through with these people what their goals are. You are not gonna say, hey, Mr. 1, I need you to do 1 founder, and I need you to do what? 2 founder and 2 power pack. No, that's for you. But this is your projection, you're gonna help them. So you need to say, listen, what are your goals? Then I'm gonna show you how. By you helping them, you're also achieving yours. So that's why Zig Ziglar said this. When you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. So it's not like you're gonna get them. You are helping, you're not saying, I need you to produce 2, so I need this. No, I'm gonna help you do this, so you achieve that. But you don't give them the number. You have them give you what their goal is first. Goal, and then roadmap. Without a goal, how can I give you the roadmap? And I can give you a roadmap, but it's not what you want, right? So let's look at how you make $3,500, okay? Now, you all know we have a cash bonus right now, right? So on the first cash bonus, how much is that? 500, total of 1,500, right? So the 1,500 cash bonus, you have to do 9,000 what? PSV, okay? Now, each founder pack is how much PSV? 1,400. Let me explain. For the sake of the cash bonus, normally the founder is 740 CV, right? But people are running for the convention. People are running for the travel for Vietnam, and also you could go to Cabo if you want to. Or people are running also for the cash bonus. So for the cash bonus and for the travel, they're gonna give you all the points up front. So 740 plus 11 months of 60 CV, that's 660. So 740 plus 660 is what? 1,400. So if you need to do 9,000 PSV divided by 1,400, how many founder you have to do? 6.5. So let's just say 7. Okay? So if you do, well, let's just say 7. If you sponsor 7 founder, you're gonna get $1,500. 7 founder, each founder, what's a PIP for founder? 150. So 7 times 350 is how much? 2450. Okay? So that would be some Yay! You reached it. And then some. Why? Because you have 7 founder, each founder have how many points? 740 for cycles, right? So 7 times 740 is how much?
5180.
Divided by 300.
17 cycles.
17 cycle times $45. 765. 765. That would be say 4,700. 4,700 plus this was 1455 plus 1455. 6170. You do this, 6,000 waiting for you. This is science. Numbers don't lie. Whether we can meet it, it's different variables. Your belief, your confidence, your software, your awareness that this can be done. I'm gonna go deliver this. So that's you now. The next step, you have to do the same thing, the roadmap with Mr. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other 7, you're gonna deliver it. I never say, I'm gonna count on somebody to help deliver my goal. I will help you achieve your goal, but if you don't want it, nothing I can do. I'm gonna go make my own. Okay, so you guys got that? Yes. So this is 3-star training. Make sure you guys do this. All right? I'm gonna do it on time. All right, so any questions so far? This is really, the science of number is here. And the last thing I want to share with you is this. Understand this business really is like life. It is so amazing, and sometimes it can be scary because we're tapping into the unknown, right? So it seems like what we can do, what you want, is the unknown because you haven't gotten it. How many of you watched the Olympic? Well, that's a couple of weeks ago, right? You know, there was the Simone and the other girl. What's the Asian girl that was in the U.S. Olympic? Simone and there's an Asian girl. Anyway, these 2 girls, okay, before they won the medal, They did a TikTok. They did a TikTok as if they got the medal. I just forgot the name. My son was telling me that. So they did a TikTok, a little short TikTok, like they were talking, expressing how they feel that they already got the medal. Olympics haven't even begun yet. But they did a TikTok on that. Then they got the medal. They put the two videos together. Reason I brought that up is the medal was unknown, kind of, right? Because they haven't started Olympic yet. It was unknown. But they went to play in the Olympic as if they have the medal. So when you are building this business, your success, all that's unknown, and yet it's already written. Question is, are you willing to manifest to bring it down? It will take work. You know, people go, oh gosh, Kim, you made all that money. But do you know the path I've gone? If you've seen the things I've seen and walked the path I have walked, you're like, girl, you deserve every penny of it. So, and you know, a lot of people I could tell you in this space, and in traditional business as well, when they make millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, they're not willing to come back out and work. I'm really grateful. I have over 40 people that age from 40 something to 70 something. They make millions of dollars in this space. They say, you know what, my work is not done yet. We come back out and we be the beacon of light. We build this project. Now, and like anything else, it'll take work, but it's a beautiful work. All this work, it's not hard labor. I have seen people working massages all day wearing masks, can't even breathe and working on massage. And trading time for money. How many of you know therapists? Like this lady that worked with me today, she's from Thailand. She left her family, come in here and to be a therapist for the sake of money. They haven't seen her kids. How many people you know of? Like domestic workers in Hong Kong. They work in Hong Kong as domestic worker. Their kid, their husband is in that country. For what? For money? But that's a path. The reason I brought that up is because that is path that they chose. Or they think in their awareness that they have no choice. That was in their awareness. And yet, here's an opportunity knocking, go 3, go, yo, there's a way. Oh no, it is not my kind of thing. Oh no, I cannot do it. Because they're not willing to download that software. But when you're willing to embark on this journey, you guys, be brave enough to work it. Because it is the inner growth that you will, remember the egg, not the outside, it's the inner. The person that you become is to meet the best version of yourself. Are you willing to do that? It's not tough. How tough is it? If you say no to me, I say, okay, bye, thank you. Hello, say no, no problem. Don't take it personal. Go, oh my God, they all say no to me. No, it's their thing, it's not your thing. If you got people reject you, so what? But you gotta get better at it. Say, you need to join me, we gotta get rich together, you gotta join me. No, so we gotta hone our craft. So it is a journey for us to hone our crafts, to be better at whatever you're doing. And when you come out of it, you become a hero, a superhero. This journey, each and every single one of us can become a superhero. Question is, are you willing to walk the path? Most people work hard their whole life. My mom and dad work hard. My mother worked in a Chinese restaurant in America. Because of all the loud banging noise, the pots and pans, she lost her hearing. But that was what she knew to do, to support 4 kids. How many people work hard their whole life? And yet you have an opportunity. We all do, right here. A couple of weeks ago, last week or 2 weeks ago now, right? After the convention, I took a couple of friends to Sedona. And they went to my ranch, they see a couple of my homes. They go, wow, Kim, if I were you, living in the condition you're living in, for you to come back out and work again, now I realize what it is for you. You haven't seen any of my property, you haven't seen my lifestyle, and I'm not here to brag. But to come back out, like last night when I was showering at the Le Meridian, I go, I miss the Ritz-Carlton in Hong Kong. So it's all good. I'm very blessed, and I slept really good last night. I slept the most last night, and of the last 10 days I've been out. So The point is this, guys, it's all work. It's a different kind of work. You get to grow internally. And when you're willing to walk the path, you also get to grow externally in your pockets. Even though right now I don't have a penny on me. Not on my pockets, but you know, so anyway, I hope that this little training has been helpful for you. A lot of times people look for the external skill set. You know, in Chinese it's called 技巧. 技巧, anybody can teach you, but it's your inner work. Right? You gotta do 技巧 with skill sets, right? 技巧, but 技巧 is easy. It's like, you know, a good salesman has a lot of 技巧, right? A good salesman has a lot of tactics, a lot of, you know, fancy words. But the true nature of who you are, what you saw here, when you're able to communicate with other people. But when you before you communicate with other people, you gotta know what they want. Maybe their family's going through some health issue. Maybe they're going through whatever issue. If somebody's like going through health issue and all you talk about is money, 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 they're gonna like, no, it doesn't work. So you gotta spend time find out what is it they want, and then you match it with them. Yes, ma'am.
What's 技巧 in Cantonese?
技巧.
技巧啊？
唔係技巧，技巧，技術個技，技巧，right？技巧嘅技巧 ，so like skill set。哇，有啲人好 fancy 啊，係咪？哇，教你啲咩招數啊，啲咩啊 ？That's kind of 技巧，right？So 技巧 is outside，right？ 係外邊㗎，係嘛？內在嘅內在美，每個人都有。我哋每個人 ，every one of us。We look a little different, you know, maybe we have the same eye but put to a different shape of face, different skin tone is different, right? So, but the thing is there's one thing common to all of us. We're all beautiful people inside when we're willing to let that shine, to let that out, okay?
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. So I hope that this has been helpful to you guys. Any question before we end the training here today? Yes.
We're going to do the other scenario when there's no bank.
Okay, when there's no bank volume, then you're gonna have to increase. You don't go cycle no more, because when there's no bank volume, either you buy bank volume, because right now there's a promotion for you to buy bank volume.
But the big one is always on the lesson. It's not, it doesn't give it to you.
No, the company will go broke.
That's an idea.
But some of them don't have much bank.
Then they buy the power volume. Okay, so there's two things. You buy power volume for several reasons. One, you don't even, if they don't have, because the product's new, nobody has a product yet. So they should buy it so they have the tools to work, right? And second, when they buy the tools to work, they have you guys are first in the market to have it, buy it, right? So when you do that, then the side benefit, they have the power points. So they can bank that. Those power points never flush. They will always, the reason you have it there, maybe you banked it already, right? So you buy it before. So people go, well, how come she has all that point? A lot of people, whenever we're promotion, they buy it because you never know when you're going to use it, right? So they will have bank power points. They need the product, they bank the volume, okay? So that way, eventually, when they got a team going, they can rely on that. So I would recommend, if you haven't bought it, buy it. Because in the long run, it pays you more than interest at the bank. If you have $2,000 in your bank account, it'll pay, if you're gonna work the business, it will pay more buying the power bank back than leaving that in the bank. So if let's just say that they have no bank volume, they have a side of team working, then I would say they buy the PowerPoint and then they're working. If let's say that I will not go by cycles then, because they have no bank volume. Then I will work with the promotional cash bonus. So what I've done with you, actually I've done both, right? Because bless you, like this only got you so far. Then I pivoted to here. So same thing with your people. Like the lady Catherine, she wants to make 500. Catherine, if you sponsor 2 people, you make 750. If you sponsor 5 more, you make 35, you make 3940. Would you like to have 500 or 3950? Then just sponsor 5 more people. Talk to a little bit more people. But the method in which you talk, a lot of times in this business, all they want is they talk. They could care less. I was guilty when I was young. I was 28 years old when I got into the industry. And I could care, when I talk to people, I don't care your background. I don't care what your situation is. All I want to do is get through my presentation. All I wanted to get through my pitch. They look at me and oh my God, Kim is coming, they go the other way. So I've learned, see, look, I am where I am because I was willing to walk that journey of 31 years. So I've learned to say, you know what, let me listen. What do you want? How can I help you? That's what you want. I might have something that might be for you, it may not be for you, but it might be for you. And if it's for you, it could change your life. It's not threatening. So how bad do you want to change your life? How bad do you want that which that you told me you want? And if you do, I can show you. That's it. But you're willing to go through enough people. You go through the number. So remember, even though why these goals are important, let's just say that, Elena, that you didn't get your 5,000. Let's say that if you get 3,700, is it more than what you were making 4 weeks ago? That's called progress. In business and in life, when you're having progress, it makes happiness. It's better than being stagnant. So when you set goals, these goals, when you're able to achieve it, even though you didn't hit exactly, are you gonna be like really upset when you make 4,000 instead of 5,000? You're not, you're gonna celebrate and go get a spa. Whatever. So are you guys with me? But do set goals. And hit them, and if you miss by a little bit, it's okay. The beauty is next week you can set a little higher. You can work it, and then ultimately when you work it, home free. That's no longer about money. 31 years ago it was about money. I had a Mercedes kept calling me when I told my car away. I had American Express calling me and says, Miss Hui, please leave home without it. Yeah, the advertisement, right? American Express, don't leave home without it. Kim Hui, please leave home without it. So it's a journey, right? I mean, I could laugh about it now, but it's like little life. Think about this. Now I can laugh. 31 years later, I laugh about it. 31 years ago, no, heck no, right? And I remember, my sponsor will always say when I first got in the industry, they go, I'm like, what? All the first 6 people I signed up, 6 canceled, 6 refunded. I'm like, why me? And then other people are like, succeeding, this ring, this star. I'm like, why me? And he said to me, he says, you know what? You are meant for greatness. And like, you are meant for this. I'm like, say what? Like, you are meant for this. I'm like, why? I said, you're such a salesman. When I'm out and down, 6 people all canceled. No, Kim. You are meant for this. I said, explain. He says, if you haven't gone through this, how would you have the compassion? How would you have the compassion of when someone tells you what it feels like to be rejected? How do you have the compassion to share with other people? That when they told you that people got canceled, they got rejected, how would you share that? I mean, now, 31 years later, I really got to thank him. Even though back then I think he was like being a car salesman, But there's some truth to that. Because I had gone through it. You talk about being rejected, being ghosted, being laughed at, being whatever. Been there, done that. But I just got to continue to dance with my own rhythm. Have you ever been in a club or a dance club? Some people go dance like this, some people dance like this, like they dance so weird. Well, they dance to their own rhythm that you can't hear. Maybe you're dancing to whatever, like ballroom dance music, and some people doing hip hop, whatever. So you gotta dance to the rhythm of the rhythm of your heart. So when you're willing to pursue that, and really gotta take a deep breath and think about what it is that you have. What is it you do? So Christopher, stop spending time with cold markets. Go to the people. First, internalize what you have with here. And then make a list of all the people you know. Instead of pitching them, get to know what is it they want. Because this is people business. People sign up because they know you. If I go to the market down here, the shopping mall, I go, hey, I'm Kim Hui, I got a deal for you. They're like, come on, right? So it doesn't work. They gotta know you first, and then they will listen. You guys with me so far? So I hope that this has been helpful to you guys, and I'm really grateful for, can we give a big round to Keith Tang back there? I would say, even though Keith is very young compared to some of us, but I tell you, Keith is incredible. One of the best GM I know in the world. Beautiful virtue, beautiful heart, beautiful work ethics,
Handsome.
just beautiful and
Handsome.
resourceful. Handsome. Are you married? Huh? Okay, single and available.
You can fill out later, huh? There's application form there. I'm going to
There's a roadmap form, okay? You're gonna be qualified. So I also want to thank all the local leaders that are here that are tirelessly to serve for our Zoom calls and all that. So and tomorrow we have coaching sessions for 3-star pros and above, and then there's we also have the Super Saturday. I think DSM is going to announce that the next couple of days event. I'm going to be in KL. After KL, I'm going to go to Malacca, and then Penang, and after that, I'm going to go to Taiwan and do the same thing. So I'm leaving home for 1 entire month. I'll go home on September 26th, because my son's birthday, 21st birthday, is September 28th. So anyway, my baby, my son grew up watching me grow up, holding my leg and said, "Mommy, don't go." And now he's in college and 21 years old. So anyway, with that, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.